The importance and relevance of breath cannot be overstated when it comes to its effects on autonomic function and the vagus nerve specifically. Improper breathing patterns are the most pertinent piece of the therapeutic puzzle. Effective breathing can even be considered the linchpin for shifting one's state between sympathetic and parasympathetic, and this is why the following strategies are placed first in this section for upgrading the function of the vagus nerve. Nasal versus mouth breathing. Your nose is for breathing and your mouth is for eating. It truly is that simple. But fortunately, we were designed with a backup plan in case the nose became blocked or dysfunctional. When we are at rest, we need to train ourselves to passively breathe through our nasal cavity by keeping our mouths closed. As discussed in Chapter 4, addressing a deviated septum or the direct causes of nasal blockage is imperative to allowing you to use the nasal cavity as your primary breathing channel. Once the barrier to nasal breathing is addressed, it will become significantly easier to implement exercises to correct suboptimal patterns and habits. If this is a challenge for you, a simple strategy to help is to close your mouth and place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth just behind your two front incisors. You can use this strategy while initially making this change to your habits, and with regular work and reminders, this will become a positive passive habit. Inhalation and exhalation. An underutilized strategy in breathing exercises is to look at the ratio of time spent inhaling versus exhaling. When we inhale, we send a signal to the body that we are under a bit of stress, and our body responds with a nominal but measurable elevation of our heart rate. This is countered during exhalation, as while we breathe out, the heart rate undergoes a nominal yet measurable decrease. Inhalation activates the sympathetic nerves, while exhalation activates the vagus nerve, having a parasympathetic effect on the heart. This is an impressive finding that we can strategize around to help rebuild our breathing patterns. If the time spent inhaling is greater than the time spent exhaling, then we will tend to promote a sympathetic state more than a parasympathetic state. This ratio is also highly relevant when it comes to our CO2 tolerance and BOLT scores, as the primary driver and prompt for breathing is to release carbon dioxide from the body. If we have a lower tolerance to carbon dioxide levels, we will be prompted to exhale more quickly and more often. However, if we work to improve our tolerance to CO2, then we can address and optimize this ratio. To make the following practices a little easier, consider downloading a breath timer app that you can use to customize your own breath exercises.